Hey everyone, so we're back with a YouTube video today. We're at Waialua, which is a really awesome Muni in Kauai. It's so awesome. I'm excited to show you around. It is my type of vibe. Tank tops, jeans, laid back attitude. There were junior golfers out there when we first got there, which was really cool to see. I really just love a good public or muni golf course, so I'm excited to show you around this course today. It has some really beautiful views. The golf course is awesome and pretty great shape, and it's really accessible too, so you don't have to spend a ton of money to play a really great golf course. So it's a great option for people who just want to bring their family out. It's very family friendly. Cost is great. Pace of play has been great, and the golf conditions are actually really good too. I think you obviously have to manage your expectations when you're going into a public or mini golf course. It's not going to be obviously like a championship golf course, but I mean, they are still really great course conditions. People have been awesome, and it's right up my alley. So having a great time today, and can't wait to show you around some of my favorite golf holes. Okay, so this is hole number 2. It's a par 4. You have the ocean all along the left side. Beautiful. You have the trees right in front of you. It looks fairly wide open. They have 4 sets of tees here. I am playing the white tees, which are the second to the back, and I think the back tips out around 6,900. Whites are around 65, and then I'll have to look for the front tees. But they do have sets of tees here, different sets of tees, which is nice. I'm just going to hit a driver up the right side with a little draw and commit to the shot. Okay, so I have 197 in, a little bit of a crosswind. I pushed it slightly, so I'm in the rough. Obviously, because you do not want to go left here, because it's gone. So I'm going to hit a 3 hybrid. A little right, but hopefully we can get her up and down and make par. A little short right, which is totally fine. I feel like everything kind of feeds down to the right on this hole. If you look back, you can kind of see the way the fairway and everything slopes over. So if you're playing this hole, don't be afraid to hit a little bit more left, even though there is trouble on that side. I'm just gonna hit a really basic chip shot here. To cut through the rough just slightly, I'm gonna open my club a little bit more and hit more of a descending blow down on it, on the ball, so it kind of pops out a little bit faster than a normal chip shot where the trajectory would be a little bit lower, so be a little bit higher. I'm going to land it just on the fringe and have it kind of hit one bounce and then roll up. So I did exactly what I wanted to do. I think a big thing when you're in the rough is to not be afraid to have some speed through it. I think people kind of stop it, and you need to actually have some speed through. And even though I said I'm coming down on a kind of a descending blow, I still extended through it, and I didn't stop right here at the ball. I ended up more kind of going through it just to make sure you get it out. Okay, so we've decided that we are definitely flag in type of people, so we're going to leave the flag in, and this looks like it's breaking a little bit left to right. I'm going to play a little bit more break than I think, just because of how everything has been sloping. I'm going to have about medium pace on this. Okay, committed to it, made my par, and that was number 2. This is number number 3, which is kind of a long par 3. It's playing 215 yards today, but it is downwind, which helps. We have the ocean view in the back, which is really nice, and then we have palm trees that kind of surround the green, which is very beautiful. For longer or more difficult par 3s, I just really try to focus in on hitting the center of the green and then executing with a good shot. So let's see if I can do that. I actually don't know where that went. It kicked right, but it was heading over the bunker, so I don't know if it went in the bunker or if it kicked over the bunker and then it's just short of the green. So I ended up going into the bunker. I don't have the easiest bunker shot because I did short side myself, but what are you gonna do? I think one of the biggest signs of a good golf course is their sand, and so we're gonna test it out here. I know sometimes more public golf courses, they don't usually have enough sand or it's too thick. So that's usually something that people tend to complain about. So we'll see how their sand consistency is. Oh, feels pretty good. Really nice sand. Probably because we're in Hawaii and everything here is a beach. So sand was really good. I hit a really good shot there. I picked it perfectly. I will link bunker tutorial here so you guys can check that out if you have any questions about how I hit my bunker shots. So I hit a really good out there. I left myself in a good position too with a little uphill putt. I'm going to hit this one just straight in the center with maybe a little bit more speed. When I'm doing uphill putts, especially short putts, I look at the back of the hole and that's my spot that I'm going for. Okay, made our par on this long, beautiful par 3, and we're on to the next. Run number 4 is a par 4, 396, as you saw in the lovely ball washer. There's water on the right and then a dog legs to the right as well. So I'm going to try to stay left center of this fairway. This is cool because in the last couple holes you had the water and then you kind of turn the corner and now you have this like mountain view. Looks like Jurassic Park out here, which I really dig. It's so beautiful and it's cool because it's just like, it's a course anyone can come out and play, and it's attainable, which I always really like. So, well, I mean, you have to get to Kauai first, but then once you're here, you have this beautiful golf course to play. So I'm just going to try to hit a smooth driver up left center. I think that was a perfect drive. I had a nice little draw on it. Maybe a little too far left, but I did not want to be anywhere near that water, and so it's just be left side, have a good angle in. I have 168 downwind, back right pin, so I'm going to hit a 6-iron, go for center of the green here. When you have a full yardage, say like to this back pin it's 168, that's not actually the yardage that you're looking for, because if you land it right there, usually you're not going to spin it, so you're looking more for like front of the green yardage, depending on how fast and firm the greens are, or more center. So even though your yardage might be 168 with it being downwind and then also a little bit more firm greens, I will end up playing this more like 160, 158, which is probably more middle front yardage. So always keep that in mind when you're looking at your yardage, is that it's not actually, like, it's not always just what the pin distance is. You want to actually calculate like how far you want to land it, how far it's going to roll out, and that depends on what clubs you have as well. So if you have a wedge, it's not going to roll out as much. If you have a long iron, it's going to roll out more. So you just have to bring all those variables into play when you're picking out the right club for the shot you want to hit. Okay, so I hit a little bit left, but it should be left center of the green and should be all good. So I left myself a little bit of a long putt, but this green has a lot of slopes to it, so I don't think I'm on the worst level. It's going to break to the right and come off this hill slightly, so it'll be a little downhill. Okay, not too bad. I just left it a little bit short. Still trying to figure out the green speeds, but I mean, easy 2-putt. So just knock it in and make it. All the way around and in, but we'll make another par, and that was a really cool 3-hole stretch. 2, 3, and 4. You kind of got a little bit of everything, different views. I don't know if you can hear me because of the road, but the mountain views on this hole was actually pretty cool. So it's the first time we've waited pretty much all day long. Pace of play has been so good. I know people sometimes for public courses or munis get a little concerned about pace of play, but it's been going very fast, and there hasn't been that many people out here. Not too many groups behind, but pace of play has been very, very, very good so far. This is hole number 11. It's a par 4, shorter one at 356. It doglegs hard left, and there's water on the left side. I'm just going to go up the right side and hopefully hit my little draw, and it should be perfect. Shallow right, not too bad. One thing that's kind of difficult about this golf course is that you don't feel the wind when you're on the tee box because of the trees are kind of guarding around. So one tip I like to do is you actually look at the top of the trees to see if they're moving. Obviously they are, so you know that even though you can't feel wind right down here, you know that there's wind up there, so take that into consideration. Okay, so I have 126 into the green, pin is front. Wind looks left. This is kind of a good example of how I don't feel really any wind, but if you look at the trees, or the palm trees, they're definitely moving. So I know that there's going to be more wind up there. The wind is going pretty hard right to left. So when the wind is blowing in one direction, either right to left or left to right, I try to work it into the wind to kind of hold it up against it. I talked a bit about this last time I was actually in Hawaii, so I'll link that video down below so you can watch that tutorial. But when you do that, you can actually control it. Sometimes if you let it ride the wind, which I can do as well, it just tends to move it too much. So if you have a natural fade and it's moving right to left, just hit your normal shot. If you have a natural draw and the wind's going right to left, you probably either want to, if you're going to let it ride it, aim way right or hold it up against just a little bit. So just always bring that in consideration. And if you do have a draw and it's moving right to left, the ball is going to go farther as well. So keep that in mind. Okay, just left side of the green. I think it's good, and hopefully we'll have a putt to make birdie. So I hit it on the green. I have a good look at birdie. It's going to move downhill slightly and a little bit left to right. Just missed it. It was a good roll. I missed it high side and long, and so that's the best miss that you can possibly have. Made my par, and we'll move on to the next hole. This is number 15, par 4, 430 yards, straight downhill, dogleg left. It's really cool because you have the beach over here, and then it's like this tree-lined view with the mountains in the back, so it's really beautiful. So swing away. That should be perfect. It was a nice little draw, hit it well, and I also have a lot in, but hopefully not too much. So we have 178. Green looks slightly elevated, but a little downwind, so I'm gonna hit a 5-iron and just go center of the green. I think I'm just a little bit short. I hit that on the toe slightly, but I also have a chip up and hopefully make my up and down. So I ended up rolling up actually quite a bit, so not too bad. I just have a little chip up. There's a slight kind of dip in the green, like a ridge. So when that happens, usually you can take less lofted club and let it roll up, or you can kind of try to fly it into the slope and let it check. That's what I'm gonna try to do. Well, I lucked out. I didn't get it, like I didn't fly it far enough, but it still stayed up on the upper tier. So I'll just have like a 4-footer for my par. Okay, and I made another par and up and down. That's kind of my game. So I work a lot on my ball striking because I tend to miss a lot of greens. I don't know why, I just always kind of have. I haven't been like a super great ball striker, so I really rely on my short game, which can make rounds kind of stressful, but it's nice to know that I have a good short game and that I feel confident getting up and down kind of no matter where I am, and it's a great thing to have. So that's why I'm always saying, like, work on your short game, work on your short game, because I can scrape it around and still shoot pretty decent scores because I do have like a pretty good short game. It's run number 17, which is the signature hole here. You can tell why. We'll just like look at the view for a second. This is such a beautiful hole, and what's really cool about this is that this is normally like a view that you would spend so much money for, and a lot of people wouldn't be able to experience that. But this is affordable, people can experience this and still have a great time playing golf, and that's what I absolutely love. And so for this to be a Muni course with that view, I mean, you can't, literally cannot beat it. I'm gonna hit a 6-iron, and so I hit that a little bit right, but I think it's gonna be okay, and I'll have a long putt, but it's still a putt, so that's a good thing. So just missed a little right, but can't be mad even with this view. I mean, look at it! Look at what happened. Another par. I really hope you enjoyed this vlog today. It was fun to showcase a different course, one that everyone can play. I know sometimes that I only feature courses that are actually fairly expensive to get on, and although they're very beautiful, it's just not attainable for a lot of people. And I recently tweeted out that I want to do a public golf course in Muni video series. So leave a comment down below on some Muni or public golf courses that you want me to go play. And another thing is, I'm doing the best that I can with kind of what I have, and so if you're interested in maybe doing editing or filming or anything like that, or if you want to be involved in the video series, let me know. I'll leave my email for serious business inquiries only, so I'll leave that if you're interested. I think that sometimes my video content, it's good because it's very raw and it's very me, but I think it could be better, and I think a lot of people are looking for that. But there's only so much that I can do by myself, and so if you're interested in being involved, let me know. I'd love to hear from you and hope you enjoyed this vlog today. This is such a beautiful golf course. It's just so much fun. I think you should definitely come here. Great for bringing your family, friends, anyone who's maybe even just new into golf as well. So good for everyone. No dress code, super laid back, just like really, really chill and awesome. And the golf course is in great condition as well, and some really cool views. So can't beat that, and I'll see you guys next Thursday.